Good, Anna. Remember on the back end, build some distance in your preparation, okay? Go side, back, hit. Side, back, hit. Way better right away. Again. Go, Anna, go. Up, 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 up. Yes. Better, yes. Yeah. Anna, your ground strokes are looking better and better. You've been training 4 times a week.
Yeah.
Which is...
I mean, 3, 4.
3 or 4 times a week?
Yeah.
Your technique is improved. You also have the tools now to fix your technique when you are doing these hitting sessions. Now, one problem that you have, and this is not just your problem, a lot of players suffer from this, and it's the resistance to practice serving. So when you go out, you're just hitting, right?
Yes.
You don't serve.
No. Oh yeah, I have an excuse.
Go ahead.
I didn't want to put the raw muscle memory into it so I can struggle with it. You know, I don't want to practice anything without you.
I understand.
Yeah.
The problem is you were out for almost 2 years with the foot surgery.
Yeah.
Didn't play any tennis, and then when you came back, I have not seen you serve yet. We were kind of waiting.
Then I had tendonitis on both ankles.
Okay, you took some time off again?
Yeah, like a month and a half.
But I feel like your ground strokes are back to the level they were before your surgery. Maybe even better in some instances. I feel like the backhand has improved. We've done some great work on the backhand. The forehand is starting to get better and better. But the serve is at the level of 2021. It's still at that level. So it's
Non-existent.
not as good as your forehand and your backhand. Let's put it that way. It can't be good because we haven't really practiced it and you haven't played tennis in 2 years. But my recommendation is that we, starting today, put a lot of emphasis on the serve because Anna, remember, I wanted you to play the second match.
I know.
All right, we're
I know
still
people
waiting.
were asking for this.
We're waiting for the second match. We haven't organized it yet, but we need to be able to serve in order to play matches. And I know that you don't really care about matches. You just love the game of tennis, even hitting the ball. But still, the serve is part of the game. We gotta learn it, okay? And there were some good fundamentals that you built very early on. So let me just see what it looks like now.
Okay.
All right? We have low expectations, so no pressure, okay? It's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry at all. I know you're kind of scared of serving now, but don't worry. It's going to be okay. The continental grip is tough, but you can do it, Anna. You can do it. It's going to be okay. All right, so the good news is that's a nice looking serve.
Yeah.
And you didn't change your grip.
No, I did not.
You
But
didn't.
Do you think it's still kind of, I need to be like more like this?
Okay,
Or this is okay?
let's talk about the grip.
Please, leave
All right.
it.
Leave
This
it?
is okay. This is okay, but it's kind of hello. Please don't do this to me.
I wouldn't do that because that's more going towards Eastern.
So this is good?
Yeah, you got a continental grip.
Oh,
I don't have to change anything. You're doing
Thank
fine.
you.
You're doing perfectly fine. Just make sure that the hand is angled off and the pinky is towards the edge.
so this is good.
Yeah, that's great.
A little
Just
more
keep
wide.
going like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but see now you're
that's a
showing me
relief.
something different though. You're showing me a little bit more forehand.
Oh,
right, remember-
please.
Okay, you got to be careful. The base of your index knuckle has to be on bevel number 2.
Yeah.
That is a continental grip. If you
Okay.
slide over towards 3, now you're on the what they call an Australian grip. If you're on that corner between 2 and 3, the corner is called Australian grip.
Well,
And
is
if
it
you-
not good for serving?
You can serve really well with an Australian grip, but we want to do a continental grip because you're going to have a hard time serving kick and slice with an Australian grip. You
Okay.
can serve flat pretty well.
I'm not gonna ask any questions. I guess it
So
will come
Eastern
later.
forehand grip, there's a lot of people that serve with that grip as well, but it's going to cause a lot of problems, especially on the kick serve and the slice serve. So this is a fundamental element of the serve, the
Okay.
continental grip. I know you don't like it, but we're going to have to get used to it.
No, it's
And
it's
the
not
good
bad.
news is you're not changing it. So let me see another one. Come on. All right, not bad at all. Come again.
Now the toes is,
It's okay, Anna. Don't worry about that. It's all good. That's not bad at all. Come again. Okay, so obviously there are a lot of problems right now with the toss.
Yeah,
You see it's going that way, right? We're trying to get it more towards 1 o'clock.
yeah.
That's number 1. Also, you're not using the rhythm that we learned.
1, 2.
Okay, let me show you. So what you're gonna do is go on the front foot in the beginning of the serve, okay?
Yeah.
Then you're gonna shift to the back foot and you're gonna put your racket here. Then as you toss, you can start shifting forward again and toss from back foot to front foot like this.
Okay.
Now you're going to remain here with the racket, but the weight is going to shift a little bit, because while you can toss off the back foot, I think it can cause some challenges along the way. So once you have released the ball, and while keeping the racket down, you're going to create what I call a lag. Okay? Naturally, this movement will create a position of the left shoulder that's above the position of the right shoulder. So really all you have to do is, once you have released the ball, to continue to go up with your left side, and that will naturally give you a tilt. Okay, so that's how that works. Okay. Because before you release the ball, the shoulders are going to be level. As you release the ball, which is somewhere between your nose and your forehead, as you continue to go up with your hand, you're going to naturally create a higher position of the left shoulder compared to the right shoulder. So it's going to happen naturally. You don't have to worry about it. All you got to do is just continue to go up once you have let go of the toss.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So with that in mind, let's try it again and try to follow this rhythm. Let me go through it one more time. It's going to be 1 here. It's going to be 2 lag. It's going to be 3 toss. And 4 is going to be go up with the racket and hit the ball. Okay? And it's looking a lot better. Let me make one quick adjustment. Go back to number 1. You want to open the racket face a little bit.
Why is that?
Well, it has benefits later on in the serve.
Okay.
All right, when we get to the trophy area, we're going to have benefits. When you close like this, which you have a tendency of doing, that can create problems in the trophy area. You're going to keep your racket a little bit higher like this, and the string slightly open.
Okay.
Tip of the racket pointing straight forward. Now, when you go back from this position, you just maintain this wrist shape, and now you're going to the trophy. Look, going to the trophy.
Still here?
It's still here. And then once you go here, you don't worry about it anymore. Because the wrist's not going to stay like this once you go down. But don't worry about that. Just keep it here like that. So it's going to have the string slightly turned forward, slightly. Okay, because we have it slightly open in the front. We just maintain that. Look, slightly open in the front. We just maintain that as the racket goes up. This, this. I'm not doing anything with my wrist.
But look how I am really bending it.
But you're also in a different angle. You got to create the same angle you have on the serve.
Here.
Now it's just slightly. See? Okay. That's it. You're not severely bending the wrist.
Okay.
And just maintain this throughout your motion. Don't wrist it anything. Don't use your wrist at all. Just take it back and up. Okay, that's better. Do it again. Okay, try to follow the rhythm. 1, 2, 3, go. That was beautiful, Anna. Do it again. Okay, so this is your rhythm that you want to maintain on every single serve. From now until forever. Now we're going to build different components into this rhythm.
Yeah.
So the serve might end up looking a little bit different, because I want you to eventually load more and all that.
What's load?
Load means like to get into that power position when you're in the trophy phase. This is loading. That's the power position. What we need to now fix quickly is the toss, because that's causing you problems on the serve more than anything else. It's one that's going over there, the other one's going behind. It's very inconsistent, right? Yeah. But what I'm telling you is that you can work on the toss while at the same time working on the rhythm. You can do two things simultaneously on the serve. All right? So when we do this, look, it's going to be 1 and 2. And now you toss the ball completely in isolation. All right? Nothing else is happening with the body. All right? You're shifting the weight forward a little bit, but nothing is really happening other than you going up with the hand. What you got to worry about is a clean release. You're going to toss the ball with a straight arm, and you're going to release it around your chin. Now, the release point is actually from the nose to the forehead. That's the area. But because there's a delay between your intention and the execution, you are going to intend to release at your chin. And you're going to have a straight release. Your fingers are going to straighten out, and your hand is going to be flat like this. So you're going to intend to release right here at the chin with a straight arm, and you're going to have a flat release. That right there is going to give you the best chances to have a good toss. Not a guarantee whatsoever. You can still toss it poorly. All right, but you want to give yourself the best chances to have a clean toss. I'll go ahead and try it out. You're going to do this in the context of the rhythm that we practice. Yep. So you go 1, 2, and then the 3 is the toss that we're trying to work on. What a serve. And a very clean toss as well. Okay. Very nice. Whether to actually attempt to hit a poor toss or not depends on how poor the toss is. This is for when you're practicing next week by yourself, because you're going to start practicing serves from now on. When it's way out of your reach, let's say you throw it at 3 o'clock or even 2 o'clock, you can start over and do it again. If it's slightly off, however, if it's not perfect, let's say you attempted to throw it at 12, but it ended up at 1:30, hit it anyway.
Okay.
Because if you catch too many tosses, it's going to be very difficult to build confidence in your toss. It's going to feel terrible to keep stopping mid-serve.
Okay.
So I want you to just stick with it. Now remember, we're trying to throw it slightly to your right. So go in your serve stance. So you're going to attempt to hit it right here.
Yeah.
To the right of your head. So your intention is 1 o'clock on the toss. Way better. That was beautiful. Because you're not using your body yet, we're not really loading aggressively. You're not leaning forward. You have to throw the ball right on the baseline.
Okay.
You want to make contact slightly in front of your head. Now, once you start leaning and using your body, we're going to start throwing the ball into the court. Okay? But for now, just right on the baseline is the target and slightly to the right. That's a clean looking serve. Nice. That's way better. You see how your fingers more, just open up like that. Way cleaner that way.
I think you told me before, like put it here.
We had a lesson on the toss like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And we talked about the flat release and all that. Yeah. Okay, that one got away from you, but you corrected it really well. Okay.
I did something with
Look,
my hand.
you did. Let's talk toss height. So we talked how far in front, how far to the sides.
Yeah.
The height of the toss is tricky because when you throw it too low, it's going to feel more rushed. You won't have enough time to do all the things that you got to do on the serve. Bring the racket up and load the body and all that. So don't be afraid to throw it a little bit higher. Of course, when you start throwing very high, you're going to lose control. And it's going to be more difficult to get consistency. So not too low, not too high. You corrected it well. It was more towards 2 o'clock. Okay, nice serve. So for now, the only things I want you to worry about is the rhythm, making sure that a few technical elements within the rhythm are correct. So on number 1, make sure that the racket is a little bit open here. Then on number 2, you're going to go into the lag. At number 3, we really have to pay attention to the toss technique. All right, keep the arm straight, release point, a nice, solid, stable release, not like this, you know, all that stuff. And you're going to have an intention to toss it at 1 o'clock and right on the baseline.
Yep.
And that's really the only thing I want you to worry about right now. Eventually, we're going to start adding to the serve once you get more comfortable with the toss, is as you're going up from the lag after you have tossed the ball, you're going to start loading a little bit more like this. We're going to start using the body. At that time, we also are going to transition the toss a little bit more forward.
Okay.
And we're going to start leaning.
Over the green?
Yeah. So this is something that we already done back in the day, but I want to start really slowly and get you back in the groove. I'm actually very happy with the serve the way it is right now.
Okay.
Because all the work that we did prior to you taking that super long break, that work is still there. And you're serving some nice serves. So it's just a matter of adding to it. But again, you're going to have to practice the serve. You play a lot of tennis now. Do 5 to 10 minutes every time you serve, or maybe play out some points.
Yeah.
You don't have to keep score.
And on this side, you have to position yourself towards that pole, green pole, right?
Yeah, so the reason why I didn't have you serve it all from there, because it's a little bit easier to serve from the left to the right. And since you haven't served in 3.5 years, I didn't want to start you over there. I started you over here for it to be a little bit easier. But of course, you have to serve the same amount of serves on both sides.
Same applies there too.
Same, because you're going to be switching sides after every point.
Yep.
If you have a weakness from one side or the other, you maybe serve more from the side where you have the weakness from.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.